How's it going, guys? This is Weston, Weston's Toys and Collectibles, and today we will be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Brawn. And he's pretty cool. He rolls pretty nicely in his little Land Rover mode. He does have the mushroom thing for the wheels. They are painted though, so that's always a nice touch. And they're nice and loose, so they don't catch. So they're not like on some of the figures we've seen in the recent years where they're very tight on those mushroom pegs. So he does come with a couple accessories, technically. So this wheel does come off, and it's on a 5mm peg. So that can be like a little shield if you wanted to use it, but I just, leave it there. And then he comes with his little pistol here, and it's well enough detailed. It looks like it did in the cartoon. And then I can just plug in the top here. There's no other real storage for it on this figure in vehicle mode. Like I said, he rolls pretty well. Nice silver and yellow paint here, silver paint here. Mine's starting to chip a little bit here, and I haven't transformed this guy a whole lot, so it's kind of a bummer that it's already starting to chip off here. Nice blue for the windows. I wish it would have hit the back of this as well with that, but it's not that big of a deal. And then nice tampographed Autobot logo on top of the hood. Pretty cool. To transform him, it's pretty simple. We're going to come back here to the back and flip this panel up all the way. And I don't know why this is shaped like this, because we're not really, he doesn't come with anything that can plug into this. I'm thinking maybe, it looks like it's too big for just to fit like a 3mm port, so I'm not sure exactly what that's for. We just take the whole roof section and bring it up, straight up like that. We come to the front here, and we're going to pull this loose on both sides, and then bring out the whole side of the vehicle, just like that. From here, what we can do is we can just kind of bring these down and bring this all the way down like that. It does pop into place, and then we'll just bring this around and tab that into place, and it just tabs securely there. It's not a very prominent peg here, but it does tab in very securely, which is nice. And then we'll just straighten out his feet. So once again, bring this down and come around here. I'm not going to show the whole G1 leg thing because it's kind of dumb, but bring his feet out. Here we go. That in my area. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and pull his fists out here and split the arms apart, and they will come out on these window panels like so. We can go ahead and straighten the legs out, and we can bring these all the way out like so, and they'll just kind of snap into place. We'll rotate the waist around so his legs are facing forward. And then we'll just bring this up for now. We're done back here. Bring this whole chest unit forward. We're going to flip this panel all the way around like so. Very clever. Then bring these up, and then they'll kind of tab over this little round section here. There's an indentation right here. So bring that up, and it tabs right in. And bring his arms down, rotate his elbows. We're going to rotate his head so it's facing the correct orientation, and bring this up and snap into place. And there he is in his robot form. And he looks good. He looks like he did in the G1 cartoon. Very nice. He can hold his gun. It just goes right there. paint on this guy. He's got this yellow paint all around the chest and on the back behind his head here. There's a small paint chip here. I think that was like that in the box when I got him. Nice Tampograph Autobot logo. The silver comes through on his knees. Now he has silver on his arms. And then everything back here is just how it was before. This could tidy up a little bit better, honestly. It would have been nice to like see it like flip over and onto his back. Just to have like a higher up backpack, but it's not a deal breaker the way it is. And it's still, you know, it doesn't cause too much of an issue with his silhouette. It would have been nice if they had this filled in, because now he's just got like this open space here and you see the pin in there. So it would have been nice if that was filled in. But other than that, he does have a bit of gappage here in the chest. So you can see right through him. That's not a big deal either. Rotation at his head. He can go full 360, obviously. But really, unless you're pulling this out to make sure you can rotate it all the way around, it's kind of hard to turn at this point. Nice silver on his face, nicely painted eyes, and it does look like it has like the black around there. I don't know if that's just the green plastic, the darkness of the green plastic behind the blue, but it looks good. Shoulders on ball joints. You can go all the way around, and they're cut so they can go out to 90. He has a swivel 360 there, and you can get a really nice bend out of his elbow. His wrist will go in and out. Waist swivel. Kicks forward and kicks back. Sorry about that. Forward this far. Back this far before the backpack gets in the way. You can kind of pull this out, but to get that far out. And then you can do the full splits. Rotate at the thigh, and nice, just under 90 degrees at the knee bend. And then the toe and heel can move forward and back, and this gets a full rocker. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. Due to the nature of the ball joints in his shoulders, they are a little bit loose. They were a little bit loose right out of box, and kind of a bummer. I don't know why they went back to ball joints on some of these figures, considering those have been like a major issue with figures in recent years. Going into some size comparisons, here he is with Beachcomber, our most recent Minibot release, and they scale pretty well. He comes up to his shoulder. I think that's pretty accurate for the Sunbow chart. This is also a fantastic figure. And then here he is with Optimus, so you can see how he scales with the leader of the Autobots. Bring this up a little bit. You see he comes up to about Optimus's waist. So, works pretty well. So definitely recommend getting this guy. He is the best Brawn figure we've gotten from Hasbro. I'll say that. He does seem to take cues from some of the third-party offerings from the past. I think that Hasbro is well aware of the third-party market. They're well aware of the engineering that goes on there, and I've noticed some of the engineering that has crossed over the lines into some figures, including figures like this one, where this guy just seems to use some of that engineering that I've seen on some third-party figures, just from watching reviews. Same with like the Motormaster, and in some instances, the Armada Optimus Prime has a lot of cool engineering that I'm pretty sure they've seen happen on third-party figures. So while they don't mention that they know about third-party, or they try to cover it up or whatever, I'm pretty well aware that, I'm pretty sure that they're well aware of the third-party offerings, and are cashing in on the engineering that has been used on some of those figures to make really cool figures like this one and that Motormaster from last year. Anyway, this is a really good figure. Definitely I recommend picking him up if you find him. I know some of these guys can go and they get pretty hard to find. I found this one at GameStop, so not even at Walmart or any of the other stores, like major retailers, GameStop. So I've been actually stopping in there like every month, doing a $5 coupon every month that they give out for members, and using that to get Transformers pretty much. So yeah, this has been my review of Brawn from the Transformers Studio Series 86 line. He is a very cool figure, and I definitely recommend that you pick him up.